Matt, aka Semi Truck 75. Hey! First in the live chat for Matt. Running a little bit late to Chuck Dupree Sports Cards. How you doing, Chuck? Thanks for popping in. Sorry about my lateness today. Church duties called. Me and the missus had to clean our church for services for this weekend, and we wanted to get it done, and we got it done. Hello, Don. I've been waiting. Oh, no problem. Hey, God is great. Thanks for popping in here, Titus. We're getting ready to have ourselves a fun Hall of Fame Biography, episode 172, Bowie Kuhn. Bowie Kuhn. No, that's not the right one. Oh my word, I gotta edit this real quick. I thought I had the right one. Napoleon LaJoie. Yeah, that's the right one. I don't know why that one's there. Let's see, hold on. Let's see if I can get things on the right track here. It's Napoleon LaJoie. Let me see what we got coming up here. Did a refresh. Does anyone know what's in 5 days? Usually when you say something like that, Matt, it must mean it's your birthday coming up soon. That's usually what somebody says. Does anyone know what's in 5 days? Let's say today's the 11th, so it must be the 16th. Is that your birthday there, Matt, aka Semi-Truck? True God and worship first. That's right. Why is that? No. That is not right. At least on my computer here, it says Hall of Fame Biography, episode 173, Napoleon LaJoie, including trivia plus family mail call from Ethan Lamb. That was yesterday. Hold on a second. Let me get let's see if I can refresh my chat here. That one's not right. Let me see if I can get over here. At least on my computer, my Mac, it shows the right stream. Let me see if I can get my YouTubeth cometh with the right fifth stream. Don't mind me. We'll get things rolling in a minute here. Do me a favor. Don't get sick, okay? Winning Filipino music. What is my computer doing here? Go to my channel, see if I can get things up and running here. There we go, Napoleon LaJoie. I think I can get the right stream up here now at least. Napoleon LaJoie, that's the one. Alright, I think we're on the right stream here now on my computers. Don't mind me, just flip my age around and that's how old I will be in the future. 57. 57. You got a few more years to catch up on me, Matt. 57. I'm 65. I will be 66 this July. Okay. 66 will be easy because it can be a 66 and then you reverse it and it'll be a 66. So I'll be 66 no matter which way you look at it when I turn 66 in July. Alright, so let me see here. Go back up. Looks like we went at 335 and 341. Let's go ahead and end the early birds. Alright, and the early bird entries. So we're going to scroll back up here. As soon as I can get my computer to cooperate with me here. And then we'll get ready to log everybody in here. Do got a family mail call package from Ethan, which means let's get into our wheel of names here. Let's get into our wheel of names. Okay. And we will get into everything. We'll go through our commercial break. I'm not going to be on long. Oh, that's okay, Matt, aka Semi Truck 75. I understand. Plus, I was running a little bit late today. Had an itch there. That's why itchy. But I'll get our content in for today. And hopefully we'll be on schedule tomorrow. I might do an earlier stream tomorrow because we're going to finally have a healthy break in the action and be able to go see our grandson. We haven't seen him since he was born. We went to the hospital when he was first born and we haven't seen him in almost a month now. On the 17th, in a week, he'll be 1 month old. Our grandson will be 1 month old. I'm looking forward to visiting with him tomorrow. Okay, so let's get here and get this Wheel of Names app opened up for our January giveaway. We do have 267 entries. Excuse me. All we need is 33 entries and we'll make it to 300. 33 entries. But let me get down to the bottom here. We'll give 5 entries for Ethan here. Ethan Lamb. I'll just put him down as Ethan Lamb. That'll make things easier. This is just bonus entries for sending a package, even though it's a Patreon package. And one more. There we go. That gives us up to 272, so all we need is 28 more entries. 28 more entries, and we'll be good to go there. For our January 2024. All right. So let's get ready here real quick. We'll go through our commercial rate. New 2024 Patreon rookie class tiers is my new Patreon tiers that we've got listed up on my Patreon channel. Again, we've got Hall of Fame related Patreons. We've got our repack Patreons. Now we've got our rookie class tiers, which will include rated rookies, our rookie cards, rated rookies, gold cups, rising stars, prospects, minor leaguers, etc., etc. Triple tiers will contain one newer rookie card type, newer as in fairly new year-wise, all right. But our $3.33 tier will be triple threes, tier 1, 4 cards. Our triple fives, tier 2, 6 cards. Our triple sevens, tier 3, 8 cards. Our triple nines, tier 4, 10 cards. Our quad tiers will contain one Hall of Fame rookie card type. Our $11.11 quad ones, tier 5, contains 12 cards. Our $22.22 quad 2s, tier 6, will contain 25 cards. And our quad 3s, tier 7, will contain 40 cards. So that will be our Patreon tiers for our rookies. Alright, now we're going to get into getting everybody logged in for their early bird entries. Okay. Let's go back over here into I just do that wrong, or did I do it right? Oh, there we go. There we go. Let me save this really quick. Alright, 272 entries on the wheel, and we are going to get into, again, our entries. Starting with Matt, aka Semi-Truck. And our mystery Matt will get some entries here. Matt, aka Semi-Truck. Truck 75. He'll get 2 entries. 2 entries here. And next we've got is Chuck Dupree. Chuck Dupree gets a 2+. 2+ for Chuck. Thanks for popping in here, Chuck. God is Great with a 2+. Okay. Then we got a Chuck Dupree, God is Great, Chuck, God is Great, Matt, aka God is Great, God is Great, Matt, God is Great, Matt, God is Great. Cards in My Car with our Posadas in the house with a 2+. Cards in My Car with our Posada. Chuck cards, and nice, just made it on time. Yes, you did there, Robert. So we do have Cards in My Car with our Posada, Chuck Dupree, God is Great, and Matt, aka Semi-Truck 75. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Did I miss anybody? Again, I'll holler off who I've got. Cards in my car with R. Posada, Chuck Dupree, God is Great, and Matt, aka Semi-Truck 75. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? If not, we will put all these entries. We got 2, 4, 6, 8. Makes it 75. 25 more entries. Okay? But we will do the trivia for today. So that'll be the next point getters here. That'll be the next point getter here. Okay? This one will be worth 5 points. This one will be worth 5 points. Whoever gets the correct answer first will get the 5 points added to their tally for today. Jay's Mix is in the house. There you go, Jay's Mix. Get you in for a 2+ here. 2+ for Jay's Mix. Seeing Jay's Mix sneak into the chat here. Alright, so here we go for our baseball oddities for today. Our birthdays for today, Thursday, January the 11th, are Elmer Flick, Max Carey, Schoolboy Rowe, and Alvin Crowder. Okay, our trivia is there's 4 choices, 1 correct answer. Whoever gets the correct answer first will get 5 entries in the January giveaway. Okay, baseball oddities. How many players who reached 3,000 hits since 2000 have failed to win a batting title? Is it A, none, B, 1, C, 2, or D, 5? Baseball oddities. So how many players who reached 3,000 hits since 2000 have failed to win a batting title? Let me get this ready here for real quick. Okay, again, one of these answers is the correct one. Whoever gets the correct one first. After I read through this and then I put in the chat, start your trivia guessing now. Okay, baseball oddities. How many players who reached 3,000 hits since 2000 have failed to win a batting title? A is none, B is 1, C is 2, or D is 5. Whoever gets the first answer correct, start your trivia guessing now. Okay. So as soon as the first person that gets the correct answer guesses it correctly, you'll get 5 entries in the January drawing. Again, how many players who reached 3,000 hits since 2000 have failed to win a batting title? A, none, B, 1, C, 2, or D, 5. A, B, C, or D is the correct answers. Who's going to get the first correct response? Okay, Jay's Mix said C. Chuck Dupree said A. Remember, the correct answer is either A, none, B, 1, C, 2, or D, 5. Alex, change yours to D. Maybe we will not have an answer for this one. It must be difficult. Baseball oddities. How many players who reached 3,000 hits since 2000 have failed to win a batting title? Chuck Dupree Sports Card says D, and he's got the correct answer. Plus 5 for Chuck. Plus 5 for Chuck. It is 5. D for 5. It says Cal Ripken Jr. notched his 3,000th hit in 2000. Derek Jeter reached 3,000 hit mark in 2011. Adrian Beltre joined the 3,000 hit club in 2017. Rafael Palmeiro ended up with 3,020 hits, and Craig Biggio finished his career with 3,060 in 2007. None of them won a batting title, though. So, cool there, Chuck. You got the correct answer of D. And I read all the stats for that one for sure. Alright. So again, we're going to get ready here soon to do Nap LaJoie's biography, and then after Nap LaJoie, we'll get into Ethan's Patreon package that he sent me. Get a sip of water here real quick so I can clear my throat and get ready to do our biography. New, try playing games on YouTube. What is games on YouTube? No thanks for now. Alright. Let me get over here real quick. Okay. Alright. Let me set this off to the side real quick here. We'll get our next biography here. Tomorrow we're going to do Kenesaw Mountain Landis tomorrow. Baseball's first commissioner, but for today we are going to do Napoleon LaJoie, Philadelphia National League 1896 to 1900, Philadelphia American League 1901, Cleveland American League 1902 through 1914, Philadelphia American League 2015 to 2016. A great hitter and most graceful and effective second baseman of his era, managed Cleveland 4 years, league batting champion in 1901, 1903, and 1904. Nap LaJoie was born September 5th, 1874, and passed away on February 7th, 1959. also known as Larry LaJoie and nicknamed the Frenchman, was an American professional baseball second baseman and player manager. He played in Major League Baseball for the Philadelphia Phillies, the Philadelphia Athletics twice, and the Cleveland Naps between 1896 and 1916. He managed the Naps from 1905 to 1909. LaJoie was signed to the National League's Phillies in 1896. By the beginning of the 20th century, however, the upstart American League was looking to rival the supremacy of the National League, and in 1901, LaJoie and dozens of former National League players joined the American League. National League clubs contested the legality of contracts signed by the players who jumped to the other league, but eventually LaJoie was allowed to play for Connie Mack's Athletics during the season. LaJoie set the all-time American League single-season mark for the highest batting average at .426. 1 year later, LaJoie went to the Cleveland Broncos, where he would play until the 1915 season, when he returned to play for Mack and the Athletics. While with Cleveland, LaJoie's popularity led to his local electing to change the club's team name from the Broncos to the Napoleons, Naps or for short, which remained until LaJoie departed Cleveland, and the name was changed to Indians in the team's name until 2021. LaJoie led the American League in batting average 5 times in his career and 4 times recorded the highest number of hits. During several of those years with the Naps, he and Ty Cobb dominated the American League hitting categories and traded batting titles with each other, most notably coming in 1910, when the league's batting champion was not decided until after the last game of the season and after an investigation by American League President Van Johnson. LaJoie in 1914 joined Cap Anson and Honus Wagner as the only Major League players to record 3,000 career hits. He led the National League, or American League, in putouts 5 times in his career and in assists 3 times. It has been called the best second base. He has been called the best second baseman in the history of baseball and the most outstanding player to wear a Cleveland uniform. Cy Young said, "LaJoie was one of the most rugged players I ever faced. He'd take your leg off with a line drive, turn the third baseman around like a swinging door, and powder the hand of the left fielder." He was elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1937. As far as his early life, LaJoie was born on September 5, 1874 in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, to John Baptiste and Selina Guertin LaJoie. Jean LaJoie was French-Canadian and had immigrated to the United States. Upon arrival to the U.S., he first settled in Rutland, Vermont, but then moved to Woonsocket, where Nap, the youngest of 8 surviving children, was born. Throughout his childhood, LaJoie received little formal education. Jean, who worked as a teamster and laborer, died not long into LaJoie's childhood, which forced him and his siblings to work to support the family. LaJoie dropped out of school to work in a textile mill, and he also began playing semi-professional baseball for the local Woonsocket team under the alias Sandy. Because his parents did not approve of their son playing baseball, he earned money as a taxi driver with a horse and buggy, and locally was called slugging cabbie. When I told my father I had decided to take the job, he was very angry. He shouted that ball player players were bums and that nobody respected them. But I was determined to give it at least one season, LaJoie said later. He also received the nickname Larry from a teammate who had trouble pronouncing LaJoie. LaJoie admired baseball players such as King Kelly and Charles Radburn. When word of LaJoie's baseball ability spread, he began to play for the other semi-professional teams at $2 to $5 per game, $70 to $176 in current dollar terms. He also worked as a teamster. He left Woonsocket and his $7.50 per week, $264 in current dollar terms, working as a taxi driver, and joined the Class B New England League's Fall River Indians in 1896. LaJoie played as a center fielder, first baseman, and catcher, earning $25 weekly, $879 in current dollar terms. He recorded 163 hits in 80 games and led the team in batting average, doubles, triples, home runs, and hits. LaJoie was widely regarded as an outstanding prospect. LaJoie was widely regarded as an outstanding prospect, and Indians owner Charlie Marston rejected an offer from the Pittsburgh Pirates for LaJoie in exchange for $500, $17,588 in current dollar terms. He was also scouted by the Philadelphia Phillies and Indians owner Charlie Marston rejected an offer from the Pittsburgh Pirates for LaJoie in exchange for $500, $17,588 in current dollar terms. He was also scouted by the Philadelphia Phillies and the Boston Beaneaters. Major league career. As far as his major league career, he started with the Philadelphia Phillies of the MLB's National League. Purchased LaJoie and teammate Phil Gear from Fall River for $1,500. Yep. Later in 1898, a new manager, George Stallings, moved LaJoie to second base, commenting, "LaJoie would have made good no matter where I positioned him." LaJoie hit .363 and led the National League in slugging percentage in 1897 and doubles and RBIs in 1898. In 1900, he missed 5 weeks due to a broken thumb suffered in a broken thumb suffered in a fistfight with teammate Elmer Flick. In April of 1900, Brooklyn manager Ned Hanlon made a public offer of $10,000 to purchase LaJoie from the Phillies, which would be rebuffed by the Phillies ownership. John Rogers, described as a penny-pinching majority owner of the Phillies, assured LaJoie that he would make the same salary as Delahanty. However, LaJoie discovered that while he was earning $2,600, as far as the Philadelphia Athletics, in 1901, the newly created American League had attracted several of the top players in the competing National League to join its ranks. Rogers declined LaJoie's request for an increase in salary, and as a result, LaJoie jumped to the crosstown Philadelphia Athletics, owned by former Phillies part owner Benjamin Shive. In April of 1902, the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania overruled an earlier decision by the Court Common Pleas and upheld the reserve clause in contracts between players and National League clubs. President of the Chicago National League Club, Jim Hart, and the state Supreme Court decision had dealt a fatal blow to the rival league, and National League clubs have won a great victory. The Phillies' Rogers obtained an injunction barring LaJoie from playing baseball for any team other than his team. However, a lawyer discovered that the injunction was enforceable only in the state of Pennsylvania. The courts ruled that the reserve clause was not valid for players who signed with an American League team. Mack responded by trading LaJoie and Bill Bernhard to the then morbid Cleveland Broncos, whose owner, Charles Summers, had provided considerable financial assistance to the A's in the early years. LaJoie was also pursued by Charles Comiskey, owner of the Chicago White Sox. Excuse me, sorry about that. This cold does not want to shake me. During the 1904 season, LaJoie received a suspension after he spat tobacco juice in an umpire's eye. He later informally replaced Bill Amore as the team's manager. Amore submitted his resignation on September 9th, but as a team captain, LaJoie had already been acting as the Naps field manager. After the season had concluded, LaJoie was officially named manager. He still managed to lead the majors with a .376 batting average as he recorded his second consecutive league batting title. He also led the majors in hits with 208, doubles with 49, RBIs with 102, and a slugging percentage of .546. LaJoie forbid his players from playing and gambling during the regular season. As a manager, LaJoie was also described as much too lenient with his players. LaJoie contracted sepsis from an untreated spike injury after a game in July of 1905. Dye from LaJoie's stockings entered his bloodstream and led to blood poisoning. A rule was put into place requiring white socks to be worn underneath a player's colored socks. The injury worsened, and LaJoie eventually came to games in a wheelchair, and doctors considered amputation. The injury and illness and he finished the season having only appeared in 65 games, a career low, other than his rookie season when he was not called up until well after the season had begun. The Naps finished with a 76-78 record in a season in which they had been 52-29, and held a 3-game lead in the American League on July 24th. Baseball historian Bill James wrote of LaJoie's higher than normal career put-out total and importance to Cleveland. Nap LaJoie was only the team's superstar after 1905 and was also the manager. He was more than that. Hell, the team was actually called the Naps in his honor, as if LaJoie was the team. If LaJoie was in the habit of covering second base every play, the shortstop certainly wasn't going to tell him not to. LaJoie led the majors in 1906 in hits with 214 and doubles 48, and the Naps finished third in the American League, again with a winning record of 89-64. LaJoie finished second in the American League to George Stone in batting average, slugging, and In 1906, he married Myrtle Smith, and the couple moved to a small farm outside of Cleveland. In June of 1907, LaJoie's .296 average, an average even now that scores of players would be glad to accept, put him at risk for below 300 for the first time in his career. He finished the season with an average of .301. Naps owner Charles Summers received a trade offer from the Detroit Tigers for the Naps Elmer Flick and the Tigers Ty Cobb. Tigers manager Hughie Jennings called Summers and told him he was offering a trade because Cobb was not getting along with several teammates. Summers decided to retain Flick, saying, "We'll keep Flick. Maybe he isn't as good or better as Cobb, but he's much nicer." And the Naps finished the regular season in second place to the Tigers with a 90-64 record. A halftime game between the Tigers, who finished 90-63, were not forced to make up a rained-out game in accordance with league rules. LaJoie was partially blamed for the Naps' second-place finish. Author Fred McMain described the instance LaJoie was partially blamed for the Naps' second-place finish. Author Fred McMain described an instance during the season between Naps catcher Nig Clark and LaJoie. Clark was newly married and asked LaJoie for a day off so that he could go home. LaJoie refused, and Clark sulked and walked over to warm-up pitcher Addie Joss. On the first pitch, he struck out a finger, and the ball broke it cleanly. With blood streaming from his hand, Clark waved indefinitely in front of LaJoie. "Now, can I go home?" LaJoie finished the season for the third most in hits, 168, while Cobb's batting average, slugging, and on-base percentage and hit total led the American League. The baseball historians have suggested that managerial duties LaJoie took on affected his offensive numbers. As far as the Philadelphia Athletics, the following season, 1915, LaJoie returned to the Athletics when Max signed him to a contract. In his first season back with the Athletics, he finished with a .280 batting average, but the team ended up the season in last place with a 43-109 record. The 1916 and the team finished in last place again with a 36-117 record. The Athletics' winning percentage of .235 is the franchise's worst winning percentage through the 2021 season. Moreover, it is the lowest of any major league team in the modern post-1900 era. Minor leagues and retirement. In 1917, LaJoie joined the Toronto Maple Leafs of the International League as manager. Now on December 27, 1918, LaJoie announced his retirement from baseball. 7 years after his retirement, a story in the Milwaukee Sentinel talked of LaJoie's ability to outguess any pitcher. LaJoie faced pitcher Red Donahue and avoided pitching fastballs to LaJoie after seeing him go 4 for 4 against a fellow pitcher. Donahue instead made pitches on the outside corner, to which LaJoie reached over And Donahue then aimed a pitch at LaJoie's head, and he proceeded to hit a home run. "That's the kind I eat," he said. Then we have his rivalry with Ty Cobb. For the first part of the 20th century, LaJoie and Cobb's statistics rivaled each other like few other players in the American League. In 1908, Honus Wagner and LaJoie recorded their 2,000th career hits. Baseball historian David Anderson wrote, "Nap LaJoie reached the milestone later in the summer with even less hoopla. In an age when individual records received little attention from the press and were generally scorned by many players." As far as his legacy, LaJoie ended his career with a lifetime .338 batting average. His career total of 3,252 hits was the second most in MLB history at the time of his retirement. Behind only Honus Wagner's total of 3,420, LaJoie's 2,522 hits in the American League was the league's record until Cobb surpassed his mark. He was among the second group of players elected to the Hall of Fame in 1937 and was later inducted on June 12, 1939. When the Hall opened that same year, LaJoie obtained the greatest number of votes as he led the induction. Tris Speaker, 165 votes. Cy Young, 153 votes. With 168 votes, 83.6% of the ballots from the Baseball Writers Association of America. LaJoie led all second basemen in the National League in putouts in 1898 and the American League 4 times in his career, 1901, 3, 6, and 8. From 1906 to 1908, he led the American League in assists amongst Baseball historian William McNeil rates LaJoie as the game's greatest second baseman when combining both offensive and defensive impact. Bill James argues in the last 20 years, several statistical analysts have credited LaJoie with immense defensive value. This analysis is incorrect. He was a competent fielder, even a good fielder. He was not a defensive superstar. During spring training before the 1928 season, LaJoie commented on the 1927 New York Yankees. "Of course, you could see a lot of loafing going on, but if that club is the greatest of all times, you just know that we had a lot of clubs in my time who were world champions and didn't know it." He died in Daytona, Florida on February the 7th, 1959, at the age of 84 from complications associated with pneumonia. He had fallen in the autumn of 1958 and fractured his arm. His wife had died earlier in 1951. In 1999, he ranked number 29 on the Sporting News list of the 100 greatest baseball players and was a nominee for the Major League Baseball All-Century team. LaJoie was included in the checklist for the 1933 baseball card set produced by Goudet Gum Company. However, card number 106 in the set became infamous for being impossible to find copies of, while the company eventually sent copies of the card to those collectors who wrote in to complain. It was revealed years later that the uncut sheets of the set did not include the card, and the alleged 1933 LaJoie card was printed in the 1934 set. Today, the card is among the highest value from the set. LaJoie is mentioned in the poem "Line Up for Yesterday" by Ogden Nash. Line up for yesterday. L is for LaJoie, whom Clevelanders love. Napoleon himself with glue in his glove. Ogden Nash Sporting Magazine, January 1949. In Ring Gardner's 1911 baseball song, Gee, It's a Wonderful Game, a stanza refers to LaJoie, who lost out in the Battle of Waterloo. I don't know, they say, 'twas Napoleon, maybe it's true, maybe so, I don't know. The pink sheets don't print Mr. Bonaparte's face. No stories about him today, 'cause he never could hold down that old second base like his namesake, Big Nap LaJoie. LaJoie's likeness made a brief cameo appearance in the 1992 Simpsons episode Homer at the Bat, as one of the would-be ringers for Mr. Burns' company softball team. Mr. Burns had planned to have LaJoie play second base until his assistant Smithers pointed out that all of the players Mr. Burns had selected had long since retired and died. As far as footnotes, Major League Baseball has not revised Cobb's batting average, which would then designate LaJoie as the 1910 batting champion. The Sporting News wrote the statistical evidence showing Cobb's 1910 season statistics had been tampered with and was given 2 extra base hits, but the MLB Commissioner Bowie Kuhn included to announce LaJoie the winner. Both the Society for the American Baseball Research and the BaseballReference.com list LaJoie as having the higher batting average and thus the batting champion. So there you have it. Nap LaJoie, second baseman and manager, born September 5th, 1874, Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Died February 7th, 1959, at the age of 84 in Daytona Beach, Florida, in the United States. Batted right, threw right. MLB debut August 12th, 1896, for the Philadelphia Phillies. Last MLB appearance August 26, 1916, for the Philadelphia Athletics. His MLB statistics, his batting average was .339, 3,252 hits, 82 home runs, 1,599 runs batted in. His managerial record, 377 wins and 309 losses. He had a winning percentage of .550. Teams he played with as a player: Philadelphia Phillies 1896 to 1900, Philadelphia Athletics 1901-1902, Cleveland Naps 1902 through 1914, and the Philadelphia Athletics 1916. And the Cleveland Naps 1905-1909. His career highlights and awards: he won the Triple Crown in 1901, 5 times American League batting champion 1901 through 1904 and 1910, American League home run leader 1901, 3 times RBI leader 1898, 1901, 1904, and the Cleveland Guardians Hall of Fame. He's a member of the Baseball Hall of Fame, inducted in 1937 with a vote of 83.6% in his second ballot. So there you have it, Nap LaJoie. Hall of Fame Biography, episode 173. So thank you there, Nap LaJoie. That was awesome. Tomorrow, again, for our Hall of Fame Friday, we will have Kinshaw, Mountain Landis, and we will have our Fairfield Friday tomorrow. But today we'll end this stream with Ethan Lamb's package. I believe I've got a a Shohei Ohtani SP in here, if I remember right. I asked at Ethan's last sale to share that and actually put that in with my Patreon package as he mailed it out, so I didn't have to pay for separate postage from his sale. And he obliged with that, so should have a holiday Santa cap for Shohei Ohtani. So we'll see how that goes in just a minute here. Let's see, that one. We get over here to, there we go. Get this. Alright. What do we got here? We've got 7 viewers. 1 thumbs up. Is that it? No, let me do a refresh here. We gotta have more than 1 thumbs up. Gotta have more than 1 thumbs up. What do we got here? We do have 7 people watching. So that's pretty cool. And the winner is, as it loads up, how many thumbs up do we got? Let's see if I can get it, do a refresh here too. My other computer is running way too slow. 9 thumbs up. There we go. 9 thumbs up. Almost made it, making it to double digits here. Okay. Let me see if we can zoom in here. I'll probably catch up. Okay. 9 thumbs up. Done. It shows 10 thumbs up. There we go. Alright, you got 10 thumbs up. That sounds good to me. Double digits is always nicer. But let's go ahead and get into Ethan's Patreon package here. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can get in. Boy, I don't know if you can get a envelope tighter than this. Oh my word. Oh, there we go. There's a Shohei Ohtani and an Edgar Martinez and a let me get over here to the, there we go. Empty bag. Okay. We'll set that over there. Okay. Let's see what Ethan sent me in my package here. He always sends me something awesome, that's for sure. Let me set this off to the side here. I gotta work on getting some more cards up on eBay, that's for sure. So we got an Edgar Martinez here. For sure. There we go, an action star for Julio Rodriguez. Another Julio card, action stars. Jared Kelnick, rookie card. A Nolan Ryan Express. Cal Ripken Jr. Oh, there we go. Another Julio Rodriguez. New Age Performers. Put those Julios with my Julio collection. Appreciate that there, Ethan. Then we got a Emerson Hancock with Seattle autograph Prism 2023 Panini. That's pretty cool there. I like that one. Then we got an Edgar Martinez and a Shohei Ohtani Santa Cap Shohei Ohtani SSP, or an SP. An SP. This will go with in my holiday 2023 holiday collection. There we go. Put that team bag there. So awesome Shohei Ohtani Santa Cap. That'll go there, along with my Edgar Martinez. We'll be getting into Edgar Martinez's Hall of Fame induction here after the L's. So that will go there. The Jared Kelnick, the Nolan Ryan, Cal Ripken Jr., the Emerson Hancock autograph. I think that's called what? Cracked Ice Green. Appreciate that, Ethan. Gave you your 5 entries for all our fun there. Where's the Shohei? Oh, he's going to be in Los Angeles now. It's California Angels, but he's going to be a Los Angeles Dodger now. That's for sure. But we'll go ahead and finish off everything here with that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. 8 cards, actually. 8 cards. But that will go in my holiday collection for an SP. Oh, I gotta get an SP out here. Let's see, where do we got? Oh, that. That's the Santa Claus 8 SP. There we go. I'll put that SP up there for that. The Cal Ripken Jr. I gotta update my Cal Ripken Jr. collection one of these days. Keep getting more Cal Ripken Jr.'s, even though I put him in the running. Edgar, Kelnick, Nolan Ryan, and the 2 Julios. I pulled a Corbin Carroll SSP Super Rare. That is cool there, Titus. Tim Wong. Thanks for popping into the stream here. $12 days ago, lock-in said $5. This is your driver's license, Big Ray. All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish up for today. Got everything good to go there. I will be getting Boomslang and Bernie H's Christmas card giveaway sent out, probably with since I just sent out some packages, I will get that out to you guys eventually. I'll probably do it separate. I'm not going to wait till the end of January, that's for sure. So I will get those in the mail to you for Boomslang and Bernie H. It's going to be a separate package for your winning for the Christmas card giveaway. So other than that, again, tomorrow we'll be doing episode 174 for Keenshaw Mountain Landis, baseball's first commissioner. We'll be doing that biography tomorrow. And we'll go ahead and get everything wrapped up here right now. It's 1 hour and 5 minutes and 40 some seconds. So we're going to get ready to sign off. We're going to do our 2-minute warning here so we can get people logged in for our 2-minute warning. Okay? So let me get over here real quick. We got 441. As soon as we get 442 here, I'm going to stop it at 444. So as soon as we get 442, I will end the 2-minute warning at 444, and then we'll log everybody in for their 2-minute warning. So there we go. Start the 2-minute warning for the end of stream entries here, there, and everywhere. There we go. So at 444 we will end the 2-minute warning. And most likely, because we're going to visit our grandson tomorrow, I might do I might do it at noon. I might do it at noon tomorrow. Noon Pacific Standard Time. Just in case you're wondering. So noon Pacific Standard Time is when we will do unless we decide to go a little bit later. I know my wife wants to make something tomorrow to bring to my niece's house so we can visit our grandson. So other than that, I'm going to go ahead and at 444 we're going to end the stream here. I'm going to log everybody in, and then we will get ready to sign off for today, and we will have one more day of streaming this week tomorrow for our Hall of Fame Friday for episode 174, and that ends our entries there. Start, 2-minute warning, and the end. God is great. And cards in my car with our Posada. God is great. Cards in my car with our Posada. I think that takes care of everybody there. And we have some Tim Wong. Appreciate that. Cards in my cart with our Posada, and God is great. You guys got your entries. I'll add these on here. I don't know if we're going to make it up. What do we got here? We got 4. Plus 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 88. Looks like we have 288 entries. So maybe tomorrow we'll make it up to the 300 spot. Maybe we'll make it to the 300 spot. Had to make a pit stop. Laugh out loud. I can. Hi, Mark. Jay's Mix. Jay's Mix. I'm going to get you in there, even though you're late. I'll get you in there for 2 entries there. 88.90. We might be within 10 for tomorrow now. Hi, STW. So until then, you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day. And we will see you all tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Most likely 12 noon. 12 noon. Unless something changes, I'll post something on the community tab. That's okay, Donald. Nope, I got you. I got you. Got your entries in here. Doesn't matter. I'm very lenient in getting everybody entries and having fun in the channel. So until then, you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day. And we will see you all tomorrow for King Cha Mountain Landis. Episode 174 for our Hall of Fame Friday, and we will be doing a Fairfield Friday tomorrow. Thanks to Jason. And I'm going to be working on getting our Christmas tree put away here. Everything else is put away. I got to put this away, get everything straightened up, straightened out, and get things up and running. So until then, you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and we will see you all tomorrow. Until then, have a wonderful and blessed day, and again, it's not just words, but be